Hello everybody and welcome on back. We are going to be finalizing our Little Nightmares playthrough with Chapter 5. We're going to be pursuing the lady and doing our final boss battle. So I'm really excited to show you guys the guide on this just to show you how this is done. And if this is the first time that you guys are watching the game, I hope you really enjoy the ending because it's definitely a good one. I really enjoy the ending on this game. It's definitely a twister, honestly. So let's go ahead and start this. Yes. Alrighty. I do find the ladies' accommodations to be absolutely like pretty. Even though I really don't like pink, I feel like this is a really beautiful way to kind of display everything. There's a lot of really creepy things in here. Definitely a really cool area. So let's go ahead and start. So obviously we're going to be trying to unlock this door to continue, so we're going to have to go upstairs and unfortunately already be in contact with the lady. We're going to have to be somewhat sneaky for this chapter, but not anything crazy. So she does have Jedi powers, so I would advise caution. So you can just sneak right behind her, but make sure that you're sneaking pretty much the whole time until you do crack the vase. So we definitely need to be pretty careful in this part. So go ahead and push that off. For some reason she does appear to leave after this, so you're pretty safe after. Whenever you hear her singing, that's when you need to be cautious. If you guys are going after the collectibles, there is one on her desk to go ahead and break. But if not, you just continue on with your key, and you're gonna go back to that door. I love some of these paintings in her house, though. They're so creepy. Like, look at all those. Really cool. If her wallpaper was like black or gray or something, I'd probably steal her accommodations easily. Alright. So don't be intimidated by this part. We're not a boss fight yet, so just keep walking. She's gonna freaking use the force right behind us, so you know. But yeah, she will pop up behind mannequins randomly. So like when you do see her, just start to run. If not, it's fine to go ahead and walk. I mean, I run through the majority of my game, but I'm trying to make sure that you guys are kind of seeing when things happen. This is the final boss battle room, so it's gonna be a pretty interesting boss fight. Like I said, this chapter is pretty short, because it is the final chapter, but we're gonna go ahead and we still have something to do. So go ahead and pull this open. And we're gonna be using this as our tool. Now, I'm gonna explain the fight before we go into it. So this is like just a mirror. She obviously doesn't like mirrors with all the broken ones that she has around her area. So we're gonna be shining this at her. There's gonna be spotlights that show up on the floor. So when you go to, like when they show up, stand in the middle of the spotlight. You can put your mirror around wherever, so I just keep spinning until she shows up and then it automatically puts my character on it. So that's a really good kind of cheat way to just win your boss battle first fight. But it's pretty simplistic other than that. Just make sure you move around properly, move into the spotlights, and you're good to go. Okay, so we gotta move over here. And then you can spin like this. And it will automatically just hook on, so if you're trying to find an easy way to beat this fight, that's the way to do it. So we spin around. And we spin around. Yeah, this is just the basis of the boss fight. I mean, it's not anything crazy. And then cutscene. Again, make sure you move forward on this cutscene. Anytime she has grumbling tummy, you just move forward. Okay, and that is the final boss battle. There are obviously like a little more end to this, a little more cutscenes, but we're just gonna keep it going. So on this part, you are gonna continue to move forward. You do control 6 until she leaves. Basically, just for me to kind of explain what was going on with that part, we were fighting the lady in order to gain her power, so 6 consuming some of her flesh means that she gained that power. So now, she's leaving the maw with the lady's power. And in this part, she's gonna be killing all these people, so pretty morbid, but this whole story has been really awesome. Awesome, but very morbid and dark. I feel like this was quite a bit darker than Little Nightmares 2, in my opinion. But Little Nightmares 2 definitely gives a lot more background story on why Six is doing this. So, yeah. And all the little mushrooms are gonna come and watch her. Alrighty, and that is the end of Little Nightmares. So, obviously with us learning that Little Nightmares 2 is the prequel, we wonder kind of what comes next. They haven't really told us much about a new game. I mean, Little Nightmares 2 just came out, but I'm definitely holding to my heart hoping for a continuation of this game. But I hope that you guys really enjoyed all my walkthroughs and that they really helped you out to be able to play this amazing game. This is one of my favorite horror games. Next is going to be our no commentary playthrough for those of you that don't want to hear me say really weird shit. I don't know. But I hope that you guys really enjoyed this playthrough, and I hope that you guys continue to play all these awesome horror games. But thanks again, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and bye!